Well, hello there and welcome. My name's Paul. This is my scene. This is my reaction to Once Upon a Time, Season 1, Episode 13. What happened to Frederick? I don't know. Perhaps I'll find out. I don't even know who Frederick is. Now, I really enjoyed the last episode. I thought the twist on the Beauty and the Beast storyline by using Rumpelstiltskin as in the role of the Beast was just wonderful. There were so many things happened that were buzzing in my mind at the end of the episode. I kept getting tongue-tied and I couldn't even think of what to say in some cases, or I was trying to say something, saying it wrong, and then corrected myself, and I think I got there in the end. But one thing that really stood out though, above and beyond the good episode itself, was the conversation between Rumpelstiltskin and Regina. Well, yeah, it was Rumpelstiltskin and Regina, really, yeah. Mr. Gold and Regina are both acknowledging to one another that they are who they are. They know, both of them know who the other one is. Like, I know that you know that I know, and so on. I love that because it's going to bring a whole new dynamic to the relationship between Mr. Gold and Regina, being, besides Henry, the only people who know exactly who they are, and they're the ones that know the truth. And so it should lead to some very, very mouth-watering conversations and situations between those two. I'm very much looking forward to how that plays out. One thing I did think about afterwards, though, was when Regina asked Mr. Gold, "What's your name?" They could have played on the Rumpelstiltskin thing a bit more, the scriptwriters. He should have said, "I'll give you 3 guesses." Because that was Rumpelstiltskin's thing. 3 guesses, guess my name. But they didn't go down that line. I think if they had, though, it would have just blown my mind. I'd have thought that was wonderful. But they didn't do it, so... Right, this one. Frederick. Who's Frederick? I don't have a clue. I'll find out in a minute. Just jump in. Why not? Let's do it.
It is an honor to have you join my family.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
I don't think so.
Is everything okay?
Just excitement at the royal wedding. We want to ensure the safety of our guests.
What royal wedding?
Find him.
Okay, so they know that he's missing.
Chicken's delicious.
This isn't
Maybe there's
tense
something we
at
need to
all.
discuss.
Okay.
I applied to law school.
That's amazing.
Okay, that's not what I thought you were going to say.
It's in Boston.
I know things have been hard between us.
Law school in
But maybe a
Boston.
fresh start is what we need. Maybe we've been fighting too hard to recapture old memories when we should have been making new ones instead.
Okay.
You love Snow White. And you have no intention of marrying me.
Mm-hmm.
I
Right,
won't
fine.
marry someone I don't love.
But I didn't come here to see you die.
Okay, why?
I came here to help you escape.
Why would you do anything to help me?
Uh,
Because I don't want to marry you either.
Well, that was obvious from the beginning, I think.
Well, then we have to stop hiding and do something. It's better she hears it from you than from someone else. You have to make a choice.
She's right.
I choose you.
You've got to
And
tell
it's time to
Catherine.
tell Catherine.
It'll be hard, but you've got to do it.
Remember when you told me to stay away from David and I agreed?
Yes, not happening.
I didn't. Yeah, I know. You do. How?
Because I'm sheriff and you are a lovesick school teacher. Covering your tracks is not exactly your strong suit.
Well, I've been discreet. Discreet.
2 teacups in the sink, new perfume, late nights, plunging necklines. It was not hard to connect the dots.
Sounds obvious.
When I met you, you were a top button kind of girl.
David? David, come take a look. I found a whole bunch of great apartment options.
But they can't move. They can't leave town.
You know, something happened. I don't know what it is, but there's something that's preventing me from connecting. And it's not fair to you to let that screw up your life. You're right, you need a fresh start. It's just not with me.
I don't want to marry you because my heart also belongs to another. A man I was once to wed.
Is that
A
Frederick?
man named Frederick.
Yeah, okay.
What happened?
Never know.
We all have our own tragedies. Lost love being the worst. I thought reuniting you with yours might grant me some consolation.
It's a fitting tribute.
Nice.
Craftsmanship is remarkable. Never seen anything quite so
That's
wonderful.
him.
That's because the arm you're touching is actually Frederick's.
Excuse me?
It's not
Midas
his tattoo.
touched it.
Frederick saw the attack when no one else did and threw himself in front of my father, knocking him to safety. Because of my father's curse, he was instantly turned to gold.
Copying the book. Is he? Editing the book. I think he's changed it.
It's David. He's leaving me.
That little homewrecker.
Excuse me?
She just couldn't stay away, could she?
What are you talking about?
Why, Mary Margaret, of course.
What's Mary Margaret got to do with this?
David never mentioned that part.
What's Mary Margaret got to do with any of this? Regina, do you know something?
They've been having an affair.
Catherine,
Oh, no.
I'm sorry.
Screw you, you're sorry.
I understand you're upset. You have every right to be.
Thank you for that insight.
Can we
Yeah.
please talk somewhere private?
Private? Why do you get any consideration at all? You have shown none for me. Either of you. All you did was lie. You snuck around. You have him break up my marriage with a pack of lies. With some crap about not being able to connect. He didn't have any trouble
Oh,
connecting
Lord.
with you.
She's going to have a
David
go
didn't
at
tell you
David
about
now.
it?
No, of course not. That would have been the honorable thing to do.
Hello. Siren.
Here I am.
They say that the water from the well is fed by an underground lake, and that lake has magical properties.
Magic? You sound like Henry.
Smart kid. So this legend, it says that if you drink the water from the well, something lost will be returned to you.
You know an awful lot about this
Just
town
like
for being
the
a
lake.
stranger.
And you know very little for being the sheriff.
How do you know all this? Have you been here before?
I know all this for one very simple reason. I read the plaque.
Oh, gosh, I'm sorry.
Excuse me, I must not have been looking.
You.
Excuse me?
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Talk of the town.
You're immune to me.
Oh, you bitch. Be strong.
Any more now, Charming?
No, it's not.
No,
Stab it.
it's not you.
Yes, it is. I love you.
No, this is not real love.
Oh, we did stab her. Good. Trump.
Who did this?
Take your pick. Could be anybody.
I'm sorry, I don't know how any of this happened.
You don't know. Really?
Hey, Margaret, I can't control what other people do.
No, but you can control what you do. And you lied. And now everyone is calling me a tramp.
Who told her?
Have a guess.
That is exactly the wrong question. What we have is destructive. And it has to stop.
Okay.
What are you saying?
That we shouldn't be together.
Just lost 2 women in one day. Is the book in there? I wonder. Yeah, but which book? Is this the proper book, or has August, not Aaron, has August altered it?
I'm sticking to my plan. I'm moving to Boston.
Ooh, Regina
Alone.
knows that she
If I
can't.
stay here, I'll never be happy.
And what about David?
I wrote him a letter. Him and Mary Margaret. I told them they should be together.
Is it gonna work? Very good.
Abigail, what happened to me?
You were trapped. And now you're free.
I am forever indebted to you. Will pay me back by walking down the aisle with someone you truly belong with. And perhaps giving me a horse and supplies for a journey as well. Done.
Thank you. So much. Where will you go?
To find Snow White.
I just have something I'd like to give you.
You found it! Where'd you get it?
I found it in a gutter. It must have fallen off the dump truck on the way to the junkyard and got tossed around in the rain and somehow made its way back to me.
Probably
Wow.
just planted.
That's crazy.
What other explanation could there be?
Something really strongly tells me that it's been altered, and he's gonna know. He's gonna notice, absolutely, because he knows he's got most of it memorized. You can't leave. You really are horrible. Or car crash. That's the guy. That's the night guy that was gold, turned to gold. Frederick. Okay. Where did you go? Ooh. Okay. that was what happened to Frederick. So now we kind of know what happened to Frederick, but that wasn't really the point of the episode, was it? That was good. It was intriguing at bits, and I thought for starters, I'm convinced that August, his name is, has done something to the book, and I'm pretty sure if he has, Henry will notice very, very soon. So we had this whole thing where Catherine says she's been accepted at law school in Boston. First thing that comes to mind is Harvard. Is that a law school? I think it is, which would be very prestigious. But then the thing between David and Mary Margaret, saying you have to be honest, you have to just tell her. And my thinking of that is you do, yeah. And it's difficult to do so, but you just got to be completely honest and upfront about it and end it honestly. But he chose not to do it that way, and it caused more problems than it should have done. But I think that was obvious from the beginning. The minute he told Catherine the wrong reasons for breaking up with her, it was absolutely clear as day that it was going to go completely wrong. And he's ended up ruining his relationship with both women. Now, I said at some point I felt for Catherine, and I do very much so, because she's. I understand that the relationship isn't a functional one, and it's better if it ends. But from her point of view, the way that she's been treated is pretty deplorable, and so I'm very much on her side in that. But at the same time, I also feel for Mary Margaret, because she now feels in a vulnerable position, and it's all because of David. How he's going to get out of this one, I don't know. But we've seen parallels between one world and the other before, so very frequently actually. So given that things look like they'll be coming good in the other world, they should come good in this one as well, you would think. But I never cease to be surprised by this, so we'll find out. But obviously in the other world then we had Abigail, who was in love with Fred and also was wanting to end the marriage, or potential marriage. So she decided to help James escape, which was an interesting way to do things. And James helps her out by getting Frederick rescued from the gold casing, because he met the siren and beat it. Now, that's probably the nicest thing he could have done for Abigail, actually, so it's good. Now he can go find his proper true love. But then we also have the fact that Snow White is lied to James under duress from the king. But but now James apparently seems to know because Red told him, so it's all going to work out eventually. But it did occur to me later, obviously, like I said, that Catherine can't leave town because she's from the other world. So I was curious what would happen. I thought her car would break down, but obviously she's crashed and she's disappeared. And where did she? Where did she go? That's the question. Regina's obviously got some devious plan up her sleeves, which is put in action already. Where she's going to take that plan is anyone's guess. It's not going to be nice for most people involved, I would imagine. And it would appear that she's the one that's been spraying their slanderous statements about Mary Margaret. And the guy that's came across Catherine's car looks to be the same person as Frederick, so that'll be his Storybrooke counterpart, whatever his name is. I'm interested to see where this goes and get to the bottom of a lot of these questions I've got in my head. Like, number one question is, where is Catherine? Maybe she's lying at the side of the road somewhere, in a ditch at the side, as was Abby when she crashed at the edge of town. She was lying at the side, so probably I would expect Catherine to be there, although how she would manage to get to the side of the road from the left hand side of the car, I don't know. We'll find out what happens anyway, eventually. Now, that said, I think I'm done with this and I'm done rambling. So, if you feel like it, do the like, comment, subscribe thing, or dislike if you fancy. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.